Chicago, I was known as quite a boy. That's right. Hey, down in Alabama, they call me the man of joy. And they still do in a boogity-boo, 'cause I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. You better move away, you're standing too close to the flame. Once I mess with your mind, your little heart won't be the same. I'm a rambling man, don't fall in love with any old rambling man. Yes, I'm a rambling man, don't give your heart to any old rambling man. I'm feeling good, y'all are looking good. Who's ready to have some good times here on a Sunday in Nashville, Tennessee? Who's ready to Chattahoochee and chill? Raise your drinks up high. If you can't raise your drinks and raise your standards, on the count of three, everybody holler, yee-haw, then swallow. 1, 2, 3, holler, and swallow. Love you, mean it. Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. I got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars, dreaming about women, and never had a plan, just living for the minute. Oh, way down under on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love, yeah. Aww. Yeah, we fogged up the windows in my old Chevy. Well, I was with her when she was ready. So I settled for a burger and a great snow cone. Dropped her over early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars, dreaming about women, never had a plan, just to live it for the minute. Oh, way down under on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about a liver, not a little about love. Hey! Chattahoochee, ooh, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt, got a little crazy, hell, we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars, dreaming about women, and never had a plan, just living for the minute. Oh, way down under on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Lot about living, but a little about love. Lot about living, little about love. Get in there, Broadway. Shots. Shots for the man, yeah. That's right. Oh. Yeah, that was from what's his name. Yeah. What do y'all think about this band so far? I think they're pretty damn good looking. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'm so grateful to be here. I just want to tell you, I love this place a whole lot. There's only a handful of places I still like to go into and drink or play or get thrown out of. You know, this is one of the best places I can get thrown out of. I swear it really is. It's Alan Jackson's Good Time Bar here in Nashville, Tennessee. And aren't we all grateful to be here on a Sunday? Yeah. Now, we got folks tuning in online, and I'll tell you what, I don't understand technology very well, but, you know, it's a miracle in front of us that people can watch us from their prisons. You know, it's an awesome thing. And we're grateful for that. But if you're watching online, you want to hear a song, well, you can do that. You can go to the MySet app. The same thing with you guys here. You see those QR codes? You can scan those, and you can see our set list. You can tip the band and request a song, or you can do it the old-fashioned way with our tip jug. It's right there. You can always come up here like the young man I did earlier. Slam dunk, shack attack, some love in there. Now, there was a young lady did actually tip the band on our MySet app for a song by the great Willie Nelson. Now, we don't do that one, but we can do another Willie song, and if that one works for you, I hope it does. I appreciate it. If it doesn't work, we'll negotiate, and you message me again, and we'll do it. So this one goes out to Laura, and we're going to do it. It is called On the Road Again, some Willie Nelson music. Do we have any Willie Nelson fans left in the world? Well, somebody give me a yee-haw. Everybody give me a hell yeah. Now somebody get my friend Jason Chance at Jameson. He's gonna need it to deal with me today. I'm in a mood. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on that road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world is turning our way. And our way. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on that road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Let's get on down the road. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on that road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Oh, some Willie Nelson by request. Thank you. All right, now, I'll tell you what, if you're wondering what this gadget is over here, that's Tom Killen. And if you're wondering that thing he's playing with, well, I gotta rephrase that. You never know over there. He plays with my ex-wives a whole lot. Tom does a great job on the cheese slicer, and it's also known as a pedal steel guitar. We don't give him a microphone because, well, he would just make everybody swoon too much. Huh? Tom, are you drinking today? Anything? Yeah. He drinks Crown Royal so much that they almost rebranded the whole thing, called it Tom Killen. Oh, Lord, see, that's what happens. Now, Tom Killen over here, ladies and gentlemen, got to, not only does he get to play with me, I think that's very special, he gets to play with me, but he played with the great, thank you, where did that come from? Oh, that honky-tonk hero. He played with the great George Jones for 30 years. And Tom, I'll tell you what, that's just enough practice to start dealing with a guy that gets drunk and shows up late all the time. And that's and this young man right here has bought the band a round of drinks, and that's what we call a honky-tonk hero. And what happens when the band gets a drink, it's called a honky-tonk miracle. Brought to us by that honky-tonk angel right there. That's Amy working behind the bar, y'all. And I want y'all to remember something. If you got a weird feeling about her, you're right, okay? She's a terrible human being, but a great bartender. 1 out of 2 ain't bad. I'll tell you what, Amy, we're working on you every day, I'll tell you. But please be good with her, man. She's only one of her, and there's all of y'all. She has a lot of personalities, but she only has 2 hands, okay? So y'all make sure you take care of her. I promise she's a damn good person. And thank you, sir. I know you want to hear some George Jones music. If you love George Jones, ladies and gentlemen, you're in the right place, because Tom Killen's here, and he's going to be rambling with us today. We got some Brooks and Dunn coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And I'm going through any requests that we have on our feed right now. We have some Brooks and Dunn, and the door is always open. That's one of my favorites. And but let's do this one here. Some George Jones by request. Anybody love George Jones in the world? You want to do Tennessee Whiskey or a Corvette song? Anybody drinking Tennessee Whiskey? I'm drinking tequila, but you know what? Hell, let's all have a drink together. Raise it up high. Even if you ain't high, raise your drinks. Ladies and gentlemen, on the count of 3, holler, yeehaw, then swallow. 1, 2, 3, holler. And Swaller, love you, mean it. Now, Tom, this is a weird song. You may not know it, by the great George Jones, called Tennessee Whiskey. We walk into this.
F-Sharp will walk into it like 5, 6, 7.
Just like Mama made it right there. I hope my mama's watching back home in East Tennessee. If you are, Mom, that's not really tequila. I just say it is so I can look cool in front of my friends. Oh, I know the great Dallas Webb is watching back in, actually he's in North Myrtle Beach. He went down there to show people in Myrtle Beach how real rednecks act. That's what he did. And Dallas, I love you, man. Come back to Nashville and see us soon. I know he's going to want some Hank Jr., some Elvis, or some Spice Girls, so we'll do all that for him. George Jones by request. I used to spend my nights in a bar. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom, and you brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Now you're as sweet as strawberry wine, and you're as warm as a glass of brandy. Hey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I look for love and you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, and you're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Hey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Well, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Oh, the great George Jones by request, featuring the, well, according to my ex-wife, he's great. That's Mr. Tom Killen over there. He's not only on the pedal steel, he's on at least 2 or 3 of my ex-wives these days. Sometimes I get married just so Tom Killen can get another girlfriend. That's just the way it goes, Tom. Look at him smiling. He knows it's true. Yeah. There's a website called handsomesteelplayers.com, and he's the only member. He won't let anybody else join it. But the legend of Tom Killen is they say he's the Richard Gere of the steel guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Gere should be so lucky. Let me tell you what. Yeah. He does a great job. What do y'all think about Tom over there so far? Yeah. I think they like you, Tom. They're trying to get you drunk, to get you in the jungle. Yeah. Now, I would brag on Jason, but, you can't say anything about him except he's the greatest, and I can't believe he tolerates me. I'm going to brag on Bill Cook here in a minute, but I'm kind of intimidated by Bill, so I got to really make sure I loosen up a little bit before I talk about Bill, Yeah, so we're going to do this one here, a big old request for some Brooks and Dunn, and it's called Brand New Man. It's called Brand New Man. I don't do this one a lot, but it's a damn good one. Better hydrate. Yeah. I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. Some Brooks and Dunn by request. Thank you very much, guys. That young man just walked up here, slam dunk, shack attacks. I'm loving that tip jug, and I'll tell you, that's how we almost make an honest living down here. Now, Bill Cook over here has made an almost honest living a few different ways. I won't get into the bad ones, but I'll tell you what, he's been fired from more cool jobs than anybody I ever known. Yeah, I'll tell you. He plays the bass guitar, and he plays a little bit of everything. I've seen him play acoustic. He sings like a bird. I mean, I won't say what kind of bird, but he sings like a bird. He's a great bass player. I mean, Randy Travis thought so. What, 13 years with Randy Travis? Played with Randy Travis for 13 years. I think that's pretty cool. And but what I think's even cooler than that is he's also a drummer, but his arms are too long. According to Vern Gosdin, his arms are too long. Vern Gosdin fired him from playing drums because he said, your arms are too long to be a good drummer. And not only that, but he also drove the bus for Waylon Jennings for a while. And then he, now he's just driving the bus on Max Life. Okay, so we'll do some Vern Gosdin in a minute, but we got some more. We got some more requests to get to. We got some Sammy Kershaw we're going to do in a minute. And I'm going through all this. Guys, thank you so much for your kindness. We really can't do it without you. You're as much a part of these shows as we are. We got some Waylon Jennings coming up in a minute. Let's do Queen of My Double Wide in C, right? Oh, it's because the record's in A, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Queen of My Double Wide in C. All right, so here's one we've never done before. Actually, I'll tell you all the truth. I'm sorry to put a break in the music, but he's got to text his parole officer right quick and make sure that he knows he's on the up and up still yet. And but no, the truth is we've never played together, this band. And, the big reason is because Florida Man back here has been incarcerated for a long time. We just got him back. That's Mr. Mark Mazza on the drums, and he does a wonderful job. But now we're doing one by request through the MySet app. And if you don't know what the MySet app is, ladies and gentlemen, there's a QR code on the screen. There's also one at your tables. And you can make requests on there, and you can tip the band and do all that. Now, you can also find us on Venmo. You can find us on Venmo under Rooster Brown 13, Rooster Brown 13. And like I say, there's always the old-fashioned way right here. Let's do some Sammy Kershaw as soon as we get... It's called Queen of My Double Wide Trailer by request. This one is through the MySet app. Let's go. Well, I met her down at Murphy's restaurant. She said she was fresh from the farm. Remember thinking for a country girl, and she was pretty well armed. We sat and talked by the lobster tank. I ordered her a slow gin fizz. When those chicken fried steaks were done, I said I like living like this. So I made her my double wide trailer with the polyester curtains and the redwood deck. Hey, sometimes she runs and I've got the trailer danged her black horn and her pretty red neck. Well, a few days later I run into her with some stranger on a park bench. She said he rebuilds engines and his name is Earl, and he's the Charlie Daniels of the torque wrench. Now whiskey, honey, let's just go on home and have some onion rings and watch TV. As I walked her to her truck, Earl was crying, don't you leave me. I told him this here's the queen of my double wide trailer with the polyester curtains and a redwood deck. And sometimes she runs and I've got the trailer danged her black horn and her pretty red neck. my double wide. Never tried that one before. That one goes out to Paula. There's another chorus. That goes into the chorus. Paula, thank you. Now we have a big old request for some Waylon Jennings. Yes, sir. What's that? For Blues Man. And some Blues Man we're going to do for that young man right there in just a second. But first, we got to do this Waylon tune. All right, here it goes. We've never done this as a band, but it's one of my favorite songs by Waylon Jennings. It was written by the great Bob McDill, that also wrote Amanda. He wrote Good Old Boys Like Me. He wrote Gone Country for Alan Jackson, one of the greatest country writers of all time. Well, I'm drinking today. Who else is drinking? Raise your drinks up. If you can't raise your drinks, and raise your kids right. On the count of three, everybody holler, hell yeah, then swallow. 1, 2, 3, hell yeah. And swallow. Cheers, y'all. This is Waylon Jennings going out to Ashley. Thank you very much. What? They didn't write it. Bob McDill wrote it. They covered it. Saw your picture in the paper. I see you've married good, and I know he can give you all the things I never could, but I know he can't give you what you need most of all. So the door is always open and the lights on in the hall. Yes, the door is always open and the lights on in the hall. And you know I'll be waiting if you ever come to call. When night falls on your mansion and you're lying in his bed, he begs you for attention. Will you think of me instead? When he reaches out to touch you, is your face turned to the wall? Well, the door is always open and the lights on in the hall. Yes, the door is always open and the lights on in the hall. And you know I'll be waiting if you ever come to call. Yes, the door is always open and the lights on in the hall. And you know I'll be waiting if you ever come to call. Thank you. Great Waylon Jennings. I love Waylon. I love that song. And I love that woman that just requested it. There about that. Now, that one went out to somebody that understands that song, Tom. Nobody just randomly requests that one. Tom used to send that to all my ex-wives. I'd hear him. He used to stand outside our bedroom window holding the boombox up, playing The Door Is Always Open right outside my window. I'll tell you what, it worked. I don't know how that worked so good for you. We got to do some Alan Jackson by way of Mr. Hank Jr. It is called The Blues Man. Big old request for it, ladies and gentlemen. It did work, didn't it? Yeah, you did. Oh, did y'all hear that? Tom, you got to remember, this room might as well be an amphitheater the way it just projects sound off this stage. Like, I can almost hear what Mark Mazza's thinking back there. I mean, he's got a great view of me up here. Probably the best view of me in the house. I mean, I wouldn't want to look at all this either. Even my mama, she said one day, she goes, you know what, I think you should grow a little bit of a beard out there. I said, well, I can't really grow a good one. She said, well, anything's better than what you got, so do that. And then she said, maybe you should wear some sunglasses on when you're on stage, you know? I said, do you think that'd make me look cool? She goes, no, not at all. But you got a face only a mother can love, and even I'm getting tired of it. So won't you cover that thing up? I'm serious, you know. My mom called me from jail the other day. She wanted to just make sure that she knew that I loved her and that she thought I was talented. And then she said, well, who is this? I said, this is Rusty. She goes, oh, hell, I got the wrong number and hung up on me. So, well, bless her heart. I love you, Mama. I'm sorry, I really do. I hope she's watching, and or not, I don't know.
I'll start it.
So here's a big old request from Hank Jr. and Alan Jackson. He's just a singer, a natural born guitar ringer. He's kind of an old clinger. The sad old song, not a walk behind her. He's a new note finder. His name's a reminder, thank you, sir, of a blues man already gone. Thank y'all. He started drinking, took some things, messed up his thinking. He was sure sinking till she came along. In a hot life, not too much left inside. She changed all that in one night when she sang him this song. Said, hey baby, I love you. Hey baby, I need you. Hey baby, now you gotta prove to me you're some kind of macho man. You wasted so much of your life running through the dark night. Let me shine some love light down on you, blues man. So sick of speeding, all the things they said he was needing. If he was gonna keep on pleasing all of his fans, he got cuffed on dirt roads. Suit of no-shows. Came and took all that load down from that blues man. So hey baby, I love you too. Hey baby, I need you. Now, hey baby, I do get tired of this traveling band. I'm over 40 years old now, and nights would be so cold now if you hadn't hung around with this old blues man. if you hadn't stuck it out with this old blues man. Welcome into AJ's, guys. Make some noise for this band up here. Make some noise for this band and these dancers up here. Guys, thank you for that request. You know, I'm grateful to be here working, be able to play live music again, and people can dance again. You know, we all went through a hell of a year last year, didn't we? Right? And aren't we all here celebrating and having a damn good time today? I also want to throw this out there. It's Memorial Day weekend, and we can't do any of this. Besides the silly lockdowns and no dancing rules, we also, you know, we couldn't do any of this, y'all, if it weren't for all of the veterans and the fallen heroes out there for our country. And it's Memorial Day weekend. It's one of my favorite holidays, not because of barbecues and good weather and all that. It's because it's a solemn reminder to me of the debt of gratitude that I have in my heart for all those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice for us to be able to do this. And people say, well, you go party on Memorial Day. I said, yeah, because that's the point. That's the point. You know, that's what freedom's about. We come and raise hell, but we always remember the folks that came before us and paid the ultimate price. And I just want to say thank you to all of our veterans and our military families and all those fallen heroes. Thank you. Now, do we have any requests, Bill, today? Murder on Music Row. I've done it. Didn't we do it? Yeah, we did. I can't remember how you want to. I'll do Alan and. Yeah, we can do that. You don't do that? I think we've done it one time, but like I say, this band's never played together when I was sober, and I'm way too sober for this, Bill. You know. Way too sober. So I'm working on it. I always say, don't worry about getting me a bunch of shots. I mean, I'm a pro at this. I know how to get there, you know, but you can bring me another shot. Hey, good. Where are you guys from? Chicago. Never heard of it. Sounds small. Is that little fishing village nestled on the Lake Michigan there? Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's actually Cook County. They named that county after you, Bill. Yeah. Bill went through there one time, and they just changed all the geography forever. Yeah. All right, we're going to do this one. Big old request for some Alan Jackson and George Strait music. So we're looking it up just because we love requests. We don't have a set list. I hate set lists. Our set lists are your requests. You can find it on the MySet app, Venmo, Rooster Brown, or on, I hope you're watching on Facebook. Yeah. Here's one. This one was on that show Snapped. You remember that show Snapped? Did you ever watch it? Mm-hmm. This one's called Murder on Music Row. It was like this big old request for it. And what are we in? Are we in C? A? Oh, yeah, okay. Nobody saw them running from 16th Avenue. They never found the fingerprints or the weapon that was used. But someone killed country music, cut out its heart and soul. They got away with murder down on New chance. On today's radio, since they've committed murder down on Music Row.
Once it was dead and gone. They said no one would buy from old drinking and cheating song.
Oh, but I still buy. There's no justice in it, and the hard facts will show that murder's been committed down on Music Row. For the steel guitars no longer cry that you can't hear fiddles play, with drums and rock and roll guitars mix right up in your face.
Why the heck? He wouldn't have a chance. On today's radio, since they committed murder down on Music Row.
Why they'd even tell the possum to pack up and go back home. There's been an awful murder down on Music Row. Oh, thank you very much. Whew, had to look that one up. Thank you. That's an awesome song. George Strait and Mr. Alan Jackson. Well, we love that kind of music here at AJ's, and this is my favorite place to play. Uh-oh, you got trouble. Oh, thank you. Slam dunk, sir. We appreciate you. It's my favorite place to play, Bill. I'll tell you why. It's the only place I can just tell people no for no. Well, like the other day we were here, and somebody, they came up, they said, can you play the Seven Nation Army? And I said, no, we're not allowed to. And he got a little perturbed. He's like, well, you don't know it. I said, no. We know it. We just can't play that here. And then he came up later, $20 bill, and he said, how about Zombie? And I said, no. He said, why? I said, well, The Walking Dead scared the crap out of me, and I don't like to sing about it, but no, it didn't scare me. But the truth is, we're not allowed to sing that here. And why is that? Because Alan Jackson wanted this to be one of the last country music bars in Nashville. And you know what? Can I get a hell yeah for that? Can I get a yeehaw for that? Can I get Jason Chance a shot for that? He's all out of Jameson, ladies and gentlemen. He's almost out of hope. He needs something to get him through. Can you imagine having to work with me every day? Good Lord, I hate even looking at myself, let alone listening to it. But I'll tell you, we're having a good time. I want to remind you about Amy back behind the bar, and make sure you take care of her, and remind you folks watching, I'm not always this bad. Sometimes I'm worse. Okay, now speaking of drinking, cheating, and sad songs, Tom, you might want to tune your guitar for some Vern Gosdin. How about that? Because when we get a chance, we have a pedal steel, and we have a man that Vern Gosdin just said, you know what? You're a handsome guy, Bill. You're a snazzy dresser. The women love you, you know. You give great life advice, and he's actually one of the best massage therapists this side of the Mississippi. He said, but your arms are too long to play the drums. So Vern Gosdin wouldn't let him play drums with him. That's a true story. So you know what he did? This son of a gun goes and plays bass for Randy Travis for 13 years. That's how you show the man how it's done. Am I right about that? That's Bill Cook right there. He's a legend in his own mind and in my ex-wife's bedroom. Okay, here. I'm serious. Okay. He gets embarrassed, and when he gets embarrassed, I start blushing. All right, so listen, we're going to do it right here. It's called Set 'em Up, Joe. Be careful, Tom. Y'all hold it down. I can't hear nothing up here. They got a vintage Victrola 1951, filled with all my favorite records that I grew up on. They got old Hank and Lefty and his B-24, so set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Like every night before, I'll play an E.T. and I'm gonna play him some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadour. Yeah, set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. All neighbors, they like what I play, 'cause they've heard it every night since you walked away. Thank you, brother. Every day they replace on B-24, 'cause every night I run a needle through walking the floor. Yes, every night I run a needle through walking the floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before. I'm playing E.T. and I'm gonna play him some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. Thank you, sir. So set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Yeah, set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. I said set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Yeah, set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Oh, the great Vern Gosdin, 1988 right there. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Don't all rush the stage at once. Yes, sir. Wait. Oh, yes, sir. Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm listening to both. A double shot of Vern Gosdin, and some Waylon and some Ernest Tubb. Is it raining at your house like it's raining in mine? Do you miss me like I miss you? Is it cloudy all the time? Do you tremble when your phone rings and you think I'm on the line? Is it raining at your house like it's raining in mine? Does it thunder and lightning? Even when the sun shines, is it raining at your house like it's raining in mine? Is it raining at your place, just like it is over here? If it is, Well then, sweetheart, like me, I know you're scared. I just called to console you, like any old friend would do. Is it raining at your house? By the way, I still love you. Oh, make some noise for this band. We're the only band down here doing a double shot of Vern Gosdin today. All right, so we got requests right now. I'm just going to go over this. We got one on the old app. Oh, the ghost of Dallas Webb, the 19th best dressed man in Nashville. Even when he's not here, he still outdresses me, Jason. And that's my buddy Dallas. You know, you saw him. He almost gets thrown out of every bar in Nashville. And I told him, I try to get thrown into bars. Stop getting me thrown out of them. And but first, we got to do a big old request for some Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson called, it's called A Good-Hearted Woman. Then we have some Steve Earle. And first we got to do Burning Love right after this. And then some Steve Earle. And then we have some Bob Wills and Ernest Tubb music coming up. So thank you very much. Let's all raise our drinks. Come on. If you can't raise your drinks, then how are you going to raise your kids right? On the count of three, everybody holler, yee-haw, then swaller. 1, 2, 3, holler! And swaller. Love y'all. Mean it. Good-hearted woman. All right. You go ahead and start with that. All right. Now, Jason Chance is all out of Jameson and almost out of hope. We're going to try to get you some electrolytes, buddy. Yeah. There it goes. This song was based on Ike and Tina Turner. A lot of people don't know that. It really was. It was. Waylon Jennings was in Las Vegas, Nevada, and he saw the marquee sign out there, and it said something like, it's the Ike and Tina Turner review. It's a good-hearted woman trying to, whatever, with her good time of man, or something like that. And so he went back to a Best Western hotel and wrote this song. Willie Nelson wrote two lines of this song, and he's still getting paid today, Jason. It's pretty good. It goes something like this. A long time forgotten, and dreams, they just fell by the way. Well, the good life he promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complains of the bad times or the bad things he's done, Lord. She just talks about the good times they've had and the good times to come. And she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. And she loves him in spite of his ways that she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman loving Thank you very much. And we got some Elvis Presley coming up right meow, and some Steve Earle, then some Bob Wills, and Ernest Tubb coming up. Thank you guys very much. We got to do this one for my buddy Dallas, and you know, he's a legend in his own mind, and you know, I tell you, I say that about a lot of people, but he really is. And he was here, he came here for 3 days the other day, Jason. He stayed for 8. And he said, if I don't go home right now, I won't have a home to go to. And I said, you know, I get that. I understand. And so I still don't believe he really left. I think he's probably lurking in the alleyways somewhere, just kind of lost and wandering around town. But Dallas, this one goes out to you. It's called Burnin' Love by the great Elvis Presley. We still have how many Elvis fans left in the world? Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising. Higher and higher, now it's burning through to my soul. Girl, 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 you're gonna set me on fire. My brain is flaming, I don't know which way to go. Yeah. And your kisses lift me higher, like a sweet song of choir. And you blind my morning sky with your burning love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel my temperature rising. Help me, I'm flaming, I must be 109. Burning, 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 nothing can cool me. I just might turn into smoke, but I feel fine. Oh yeah. And your kisses lift me higher, like a sweet song of a choir. And you blind my morning sky with your burning love. Your burning love. It's coming closer, the flames are now licking my body. Won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. It's hard to breathe, my chest is heaving. Lord of mercy, I'm burning a whole world away. Oh yeah. And your kisses lift me higher, like a sweet song of a choir. You blind my morning sky with your burning love. And your kisses lift me higher, like a sweet song of a choir. Blind my morning sky with your burning love. Just a hunk of burning love. A hunk of burning love. A hunk of burning love. I'm a hunk of burning love. I'm a hunk of burning love. Ooh, hunk of burning love. Ooh, hunk of burning love. Ooh, hunk of burning love, burning love. Oh man, I didn't have the voice for that, Dallas, but you knew that already. Oh, thank you very much. We love Elvis, and we love all the classic country music. I want to say thank you for hanging out with us here today. Now we're playing till 5:45. And Jason, did you see what just happened? Did you get a honky tonk? It's called a honky tonk miracle. Jason Chance on the lead guitar. Why don't you tell them what a honky tonk miracle
All
is?
right, y'all, what a honky tonk miracle is when one of you lovely benefactors, what we call a honky tonk hero, goes to our honky tonk angel behind the bar, and she makes booze magically appear on the
Thank you.
stage.
That's
That
right.
is a honky tonk miracle.
It is a miracle. Whew, it's a miracle that I didn't blow my voice out on that last song. In honor of state law 1796, right in the Constitution of Tennessee, they said anytime a honky-tonk miracle occurs, that we must all do a holler and swaller, but they say it in very legal jargon. So we must raise our drinks, and if we can't raise our drinks, we must raise our standards. We must raise them together, or we'll surely raise them separately. On the count of three, everybody holler, hell yeah, then swaller. 1, 2, 3, holler, and swaller. Love y'all this time. Guitar down, and we'll run it. All right, here's a big old request. Came through on the MySet app. Remember, guys, you can tip us the old-fashioned way and request songs up here. Bill Cook speaks 9 languages. His favorite language is your love language. That's the way he does it. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. And but you know what? When you throw love in the tip jug and request a song, we'll get right to it. Or when you send it through the MySet app, or on Venmo under Rooster Brown. Thank you very much, Rooster Brown 13.
I'm from Australia mainly, and I've been here for a couple of years now. Australia.
That's pretty good.
No.
What part of Texas is Australia in?
In the lower part.
I call Australia British Texas.
That's talking bad about us there.
All right. Love you, Bill. Bye, request. Hey, pretty baby, are you ready for me? It's your good rockin' daddy down in Tennessee. Just had an awesome band for Santa Town with a radio blasting and a bird dog on. Well, speed tramp up ahead in Silvertown, but ain't no local yokel's gonna shut me down. Me and the boys, we got the rig unwound, and we come 1,000 miles from a guitar town. Yeah, nothing ever happened around my hometown. I ain't the kind of like to hang around. But I heard someone calling my name one day, so I followed that voice down a lost highway. Everybody told me you can't get far on $37 and a chat guitar. Now I'm smoking into Texas with the hammer down and a rocket little combo from Guitar Town. Don't you know it ain't my fault? Love to hear the steel bells humming on the asphalt. Wake up in the middle of a night in a truck stop, stumble in a restaurant, wonder why I don't stop. And I gotta keep rocking while I still can. Got a T-bag Ebbet and a Motel tan. When my boots hit the boards, I'm a brand new man. With my back to the risers, I make my stand. Hey, pretty baby, won't you hold me tight? I'm loading up and rolling out of here tonight. One of these days I'm gonna settle down and I'll bring you back with me to the Guitar Town. By request from 1986 right there. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. We're doing all requests today, and we got to do some Ernest Tubb and Bob Wills music. I mean, I can do things a lot or something, but I didn't know. Do you sing it? I don't sing it. Do you sing any Ernest Tubb? We'll have to do thanks a lot then. It's in G, right? I think it's... All right, here's one I've sang one time before. It's called Thanks a Lot. That's what Tom Killen tells me at the beginning of every month when I give my ex-wives all their alimony and he gets to go on a shopping spree. I'll tell you, Tom, you've got a good deal, buddy. What do y'all think about Tom on the steel guitar? I'll tell you, My ex-wives love him. He calls them his harem. Yeah. And but he's got 20 strings up here to deal with, and that basically means he can only play 3 at a time, and he's tuning the rest of them. But he does a great job, and I'll tell you what, Tom, you play 20 strings like a son of a gun, but the thing you're the best at is playing the heartstrings for everybody. So we got to do this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, some Ernest Tubb music. Now, here's a secret about Ernest Tubb people don't know, that the reason he has a very unique voice was because he had a throat injury when he was younger. And he was a singer before that, and the doctors told him, "You'll never sing again." I was telling a buddy of mine in Dallas this the other day. He said, "Doctor said, you'll never sing again." And he said, "Hell, I won't." And he started singing again. But he thought he sounded terrible. But that's the sound that made him famous, where he's almost always on and off pitch, and it's impossible to sound like him because his vocal cords only worked half the time, and it made it sound really unique and cool. So I'm just going to sing really unique and terrible. You know, that's what I am. Yeah. So here goes some Ernest Tubb music right here. Man, my voice is fucking hurting. All right, by request. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, that's all I've got. You made me cry, and I cry a lot. I lost your love, baby, thanks a lot. You told our friends I was passing by that you're not sorry that you made me cry. You said I deserve just what I got. Well, if that's how you feel, honey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, and that's all I've got. You made me cry, and I cried a lot. I lost your love, honey, thanks a lot. Oh, play it, boys. Thank you, ma'am. Tom Killen, won't you give it a round? Come on here, guys. You wanted a fool, well, I played the part. Now all I've got is a broken heart. We loved a little and cried a lot, laughed a lot, and you were gone. Honey, thanks a lot. Well, thanks a lot. Got a broken heart, that's all I've got. You made me cry, I cried a lot. I lost your love, honey, thanks a lot. Lost your love, baby, thanks a lot. Thanks, Tom. Ernest Tubb had thanks on the back of his guitar, and he'd always do that right there so you could see it. I tried to do that once. I put thanks on there, but I put it on there backwards. So I just didn't want the dyslexic people to feel left out. You know, I just wanted to know I love them too. You know, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm having a good time. Who else is having a good time here in AJ's Good Time Bar? Yeah, damn right. And who's going to be drunk before the sun goes down? Now, listen, you should be. That way you can say, hey, look, don't blame me. I literally drank all day. You know, only amateurs wait till the sun goes down to make bad decisions. You know, we make bad decisions all day. Let's have another bad decision together. I'm not talking about my ex-wives this time. Raise your drinks up high. If you can't raise your drink high now, how are you going to raise the roof later? On the count of three, everybody holler, hell yeah, then swallow. 1, 2, 3, holler. And swallow. Love y'all. Mean it. Yeah. Cheers. All right, I'm going to come around and say howdy to everybody. And I'm going to turn this one over to the wonderful, infamous El Guapo, Mr. Mr. Bill Cook right here. He's, yeah. El Guapo. Now listen, I want to tell you something. Not only did he get to play for Vern Gosdin for a minute, then he also played with Randy Travis for 13 years. He drove the bus for Waylon until Waylon said, not only are you driving the bus, but you're driving me crazy. But he drove a bus for Waylon Jennings. That's a true story. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he gets the unique opportunity to play with me. And I'll tell you, it just goes to show you, if you keep trying, you can make something of yourself, Bill. And he's going. I'm serious. Hey, listen. I'm serious. Listen. He's gonna sing this next one, and I'm gonna come say hey to y'all. I'll have a tip jug with me, but don't worry about it. If you can't tip the band, that's all right. Remember, we don't have a cover charge. We just charge you $20 to get out the door. But the thing is, treat it like a jukebox. Throw some love in there and tell me what you want to hear. Welcome into AJ's. Who we got back there? It's Amy and Sarah, I think. And these are great girls back there. Great bartenders. You know, they're dream girls. But remember that nightmares are still considered dreams. So y'all keep that in mind. Be good to them. And let me know what we can play for you as I come around. Thank you.
Y'all be good to Russell out there as he comes by and sees you. If you put some money in our tip jar, we appreciate it so much. If you have a request, let him know. We had a request for Bob Wills. We're going to try a Bob Wills song for you now. George Strait also had this song. He covered it. tried to get through it. Thank you so much for your request.
Where are you girls from? Chicago. That's our Chicago folks. That's right. And you live here. Awesome. All right. So we had a request for a Merle Haggard song. We'll show the band off a little bit on this one. This one's called The Working Man Blues. working folks. Are y'all having a good time? Say hell yeah. One more time for the boys in the band, y'all.
All right, now listen. Who's having a good time? Somebody give me a hell yeah. And if you're not having a good time, somebody give me a shot of tequila. If I get 10 shots of tequila, I know I'm in trouble, Tom. Oh, man, I shouldn't have said that, Bill. I'm in trouble now. You know, it's all God. Oh, God. Okay, we had a big old request for some George Strait out of Compton music. It's I don't know how I could come up with this crap. Hey, but listen, this is our first rodeo cowboy song of the day, and I like this in here. It's some of that new rock and roll music the kids are crazy about. It's called Amarillo by Morning. Goes out to my friend Andrea watching online. Andrea, I miss you, honey. Come back and say howdy sometime. Let's do it. From San Antonio, everything that I've got is just what I've got on. When that sun is high in the Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. Saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. My wife became Tom Killen's girlfriend somewhere along the way. But I'll be looking great when they pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, hey, up from San Antonio. Everything that I've got is just what I've got on. Welcome into AJ's. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a good time. Make some noise for my friend Mr. Tom Killen on the pedal steel guitar. Oh, country music. Yeah. Now, oh, Jill, where'd Jill go? That's Jill from Chattanooga, huh? That's not tequila, so I feel good. Oh, hell, he's not having a good time. All right. He brought me tequila because he's not having a good time. But Jill, are you having a good time? Jill is from Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's Hamilton County, if you're not sure about it. And you know what? She's celebrating her 21st birthday yet again. Yet again. And You know what, Jill? We're grateful to have you. I always tell people this, man. Thank you when you tip the band, and you guys have been so kind to us. You guys were kind to us. We can't do it without you. And money really, it does matter at some point. But that's what? Lord willing, you can go back to work and make more money, but you can never make more time. And thank you for sharing your time with us. Guys, we're going to do this song I wrote back in 1826. It's a classic. It's an oldie but a goodie. This one goes out to Jill. Raise your drinks up high for Jill. It's her birthday. Raise your drinks on the count of three. Everybody say happy birthday. Then swallow. 1, 2, 3, holler! Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jill from Chattanooga. Happy birthday to you. We hope you get some tonight. Wait, is that right? We hope you get some tonight. Hope you get some cake and ice cream. Hey, it's a family show. Kids are watching online. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jill. This one goes out to Jill for her birthday. We have two of them for her coming up. And you know what? Somebody needs to get a drink in her hand. Some Eric Church music for Jill. And thank you. All right, here comes at you right now. Remember, guys, you can always find our set list on the Venmo app right there, and you can still find us on, not Venmo, but the MySet app, and you can find us on Venmo, ladies and gentlemen, under Rooster Brown 13. Rooster Brown 13. Thank you, guys. Friday if man, I work. Well, I don't climb. And boss man could shove it overtime up his can. All I wanna do is get a drink in my hand. So fill it up and throw it down. You got a 40-hour week worth of trouble to drown on me. To complicate it, I'm a simple man. All I wanna do is get a drink in my hand. That's right. If the parking lot is muddy, you can't get to the door, and I'll take a jacked up and drop it down in 4x4. Chill down Long Neck and warm up a man. All I wanna do is get a drink in my hand. So fill it up and throw it down. I'm about to tear a new one in this old town. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will I be a rocket man? All I wanna do is get a drink in my hand. That's right. You make me wanna go ooh, when you dance like that. You got that little tattoo playing peekaboo on your back. If you want to impress me, well, baby, well, here's my plan. All you gotta do is get some drinks for the band. So fill it up and throw it down. When you drive me home, we'll take a long way around. You be my Lois Lane, and I'm your Superman. All you gotta do is get a drink in my hand. Yeah, Monday morning, that alarm clock sings, it goes. While it rings, 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 hell, I'll be ready to roll if you wanna rock again. All you gotta do is get a drink in my hand. So fill it up and throw it down. Hell, I'm a little hungover, I'm still hanging around. That hair of the dog is Elliot, hey there, man. All you got first request for Jill. Actually, you know what? Maybe I misunderstood. Her husband said, hey, drink in my hand for Jill. And maybe he meant he needed to drink to deal with her on her birthday. But no, he didn't. I know what he meant. Thank you for your kindness. Here's one, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a fiddle with us. We don't have Joe Spivey here today. But he played on this record by the great John Anderson. And Tom Killen, can you put that over your shoulder and play that like a fiddle? Well, you play my ex-wife like a fiddle, I'll tell you that, son. All right, Tom, we're going to do it. Big old request for some Seminole Wind. Now, we're doing all requests. I'm going to tell you what we have coming up. We have a big old Keith Whitley request that came through under Venmo. Yeah. And then we have a big Mark Chestnut request for our friends from Mississippi, by golly. We have some Travis Tritt music coming up. Oh, yeah. And Billy Joe Shaver. Don't think I forgot about it. But thank you guys for being so damn good to us. Remember, guys, kindness and gratitude still does matter in this world. And before we do our next song, I do want to say that I have eternal debt in my heart for all the folks that have fallen so we can have our freedoms here. It's a Memorial Day weekend. And let's all just remember all the military veterans, but especially the ones that fell to preserve our freedom, or at least fighting for their brothers out there. And I'm truly grateful for it. So keep that in mind. And I say the best way to celebrate that is to always remember in your heart and always say a silent prayer for them, but also to celebrate your freedom. Your freedom to raise a little hell and just damn it, be an American and enjoy yourself. Here's one right here. It's called Seminole Wind. Tom Killen on the steel guitar. Big old request for this one. The days of old, men would search for wealth untold. They dig for silver and for gold, and they leave their empty homes. Way down south in the Everglades, where the black water rolls and the sawgrass sways, the eagles fly and the martyrs play in the land of the Seminole. Progress came and took its toll in the name of flood control. They made their plans and they drained the land, and now the glares are going dry. And last time I walked in the swamp, I stood upon a cypress stump. I listened close and I heard the ghost of Osceola cry. you feeling, AJs? Make some noise for this band over here. Come on. Make some noise for Mr. Tom Killen and the rest of this band for that big old request. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play one of my favorite songs now. Big old request came through Venmo, and they wanted to hear some Keith Whitley music. And we have some Mark Chestnut and some Billy Joe Shaver and... well, I couldn't hear you. Oh, yeah. Do you think... He really wants Third Rate Romance, and I'm like, man, have you been talking to Mac's wives or something? I mean, that's Tom over there. Tom? That's Jungle Tom before it's over. Yeah. When Tom played with George Jones, ladies and gentlemen, there was a moment in Modesto, California. That's Tom over there. They were in downtown Modesto, California, and George Jones had gotten into a substance he normally didn't do a lot of, and he came out and sang 3 songs and left. Isn't that right? And he said, thank you, God bless, and good night. And he left. He thought the show was over, and he told him, I thought I was in a jungle out there. My bed springs were talking to me. And I mean, that's the greatest. And so now every time Tom thinks I'm getting a little messed up, or I look over at Tom and he's taking a nap on his steel guitar, we just call that being in the jungle, don't we? So let's all go to the jungle together. Let's raise our drinks up high. If you can't raise your drinks, you're going to have to raise your kids or raise your credit score or something. On the count of 3, everybody holler, hell yeah, then swaller. 1, 2, 3, holler, and swaller. Love y'all, mean it. So we're going to do F, and then we do All right, here's a Keith Whitley song. Anybody still love Keith Whitley music? All right. So we're going to do this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Miami, Miami. Talks about those California quakes. The first time I ever felt your shake was in Miami. Amy touched me, oh, it shook me. I told her that I loved her and I wanted to stay. She said, be sure that I'll call you in L.A. Even in my taxi I can hear my telephone ring, calling me from Miami, Miami. What took you so long? I thought you would never call. Miami, oh Miami. Just called and said, please come back. Said, I'm on my way, baby, I ain't even unpacked. I want you, I love you. That's all she had to say. Goodbye, LA. Now once again I'm Miami bound. Can't wait till this plane it touches down. I know Miami will be waiting at Miami gate. Hey, I can't wait for Miami. Miami. What took you so long? I thought you'd never call. Miami. Oh, Miami. Miami, Miami loves me after all. Miami, Miami loves me after all. Oh, beautiful Keith Whitley song. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Without the Paula wanted to hear that one. And you know, that's Amy back behind the bar. You know, and she gave me a mean look a second ago. I said, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to sing a song with your name in it just to embarrass you. Amy, wave at everybody. No, that's not the way you wave at me. She gives me she's always like, you're number one, Buddy Rube, but she uses a different finger. And we also have Sarah back behind the bar. Those are damn good bartenders, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you know, they're great bartenders, terrible people, but one attitude, what could you ask? You know, they're awesome. Please take care of those girls back there. I promise they'll take care of y'all. And we have a big old request, y'all, for one called I've Been to Georgia on a Fast Train. Killing. I've been to the jungle on a fast train, Tom. Here it is, some Billy Joe Shaver by request. Oh, yeah. On a rainy Wednesday morning, that's the day that I was born in that sharecropper one-room country shack. They say my mammy left me on the same day that she had me. Said she hit the road and they never once looked back. Well, I just thought I'd mention that my grandma's old age pension. That's the reason why I'm standing here today. I got all my country learning just a digging and a churning, picking cotton, raising hell and belling hay. I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I was born on yesterday. Christian raising and an 8th grade education. Ain't no need in y'all to treat me this way. Won't you treat us some way? Mr. Tom Killen on the pedal steel guitar. Put together like you are, with that wiggle in your walking and your big city talking and your brand new shiny Plymouth Ragtop car. Shaver, God rest his soul, as Rodney would say. Well, we love playing your favorite songs, but Tom Killett said it's time to quit the band. He said, I've had enough of you. He said, I need a break. I'm going to break your heart. He needs a whiskey. He needs another one of my ex-wives. Sometimes I just get married just so he can have a new girlfriend. Uh-oh. You look like, well, see, Tom, she's available. She got a ring on her hand. That means you could be a girlfriend of Tom Killett. Oh, she getting married. Hey, listen, guys. Now's the time to break if you want to do it. So we got some more requests we got to do, and I'm going to get to one of those right now while the band takes a quick break. We still have Travis Tritt music coming up. And we also don't think I forgot about Mark Chestnut. We got a lot of requests. We're trying our best to get through them all. Can't do that here. What's that? We're not allowed to do that. So we also have a Merle Haggard request called Stay Here and Drink. So we're going to get to all those, but thank you very much. Remember, guys, if you're watching online, we are still accepting requests, and we are going to get to all those. The Merle Haggard request came through the MySet app. The MySet app's a really cool thing. Yeah, I know him, but I don't think I know him. That'd be good. And I didn't forget about Third Rate Romance, but I just don't know if we can do it. I don't know who's going to sing that for you. But we have one right here. Somebody asked, they said, man, you drink a lot of tequila. I said, not really. I mean, I only drink as much as I have to. You know, that's one of those things. Anybody else drink tequila out there? Well, what are y'all drinking? Who's drinking whiskey? Who's drinking beer? Who's drinking water? Oh, to hell with you healthy people. Hey, let's raise our drinks up high together. Even if you ain't high, raise your drink or raise your standards. On the count of three, everybody holler, hell yeah, then swallow. 1, 2, 3, holler, and swallow. Welcome to AJ's, y'all. And speaking of tequila, we're going to do a Kenny Chesney song. I had a request for this one, y'all. Cheers. Man, I wish the sound guy would come back here and I could our feedback. It's a low end. And it blows my mind, and they leave, and then. Now, I told y'all about Amy and Sarah back there behind the bar. And I give them a lot of crap in here. Even when I'm not playing, I come in and harass them sometimes just to keep them honest. But the truth is, they do a great job, and they know exactly what I like. They like that tequila. They know I like that, and they know that I get a little crazy on it. So I'm gonna send this out to them. Baby, here I am again. Like kicking dust in a canyon wind. I am above the lights of town. Made it up Mulholland Drive, hell-bent on getting high. I am above the lights of town. But you and tequila make me crazy. Run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. Putting up a real good fight. There were times I thought you'd win. It's so easy to forget. Bitter taste at the morning left. Swore I wouldn't go back there again. But you and tequila make me crazy. Run like poison in my blood. I'm on, I kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. When it comes to you, all the damage I could do, it's always your favorite sin that do you But you and tequila make me crazy. Run like poison in my blood. I'm all night, kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. Never enough. It's never enough. So Kenny Chesney by request. Thank you very much for that one. Yeah. What do y'all think about Jason Chance right here? My ex-wives love him. And I know what you're thinking. There's no way your ex-wives have been with all these guys in your band. And I'm like, you don't know my ex-wives. But they do, that's for sure, right? We're about to get the band back together in just a second.
The last one is doing better.
She has to be doing better, Jason. She couldn't have done no worse than what she was with me. At least she's, never mind. But welcome into AJ's. I'm only here to do two things: wear good shirts and tell bad jokes. I feel like I'm really nailing it, just like you and my ex-wife. See what I'm saying? Hey! But we got some more requests. We're going to get the band together for a Mark Chestnut request, and then we're going to do one by the great Travis Tritt. And whatever you guys want to hear, you make sure you let us know. You can. Couple ways you can do that. You can walk up here and threaten me, throw some love in the tip jug and tell me. And if we can't do it, all I can do is negotiate. So I've talked to the band, and we can't do third-rate romance. I just don't think we get through it right. But we'll negotiate with you, sir, because you've been great with us today. We have a Mark Chestnut song we're going to do, right, meow. And we want to make sure that you can find us on Venmo under Rooster Brown. You can Rooster Brown 13, Rooster Brown 13, and you can tip the band, request songs on there. You can also find us on the great MySet app. There's a QR code on the screen, and there's one at all your tables. You scan that, it'll show you our set list, and show you how you can tip the band. And if you know me, hell, you can just tell me the check's in the mail, and we'll get to it. But we can't do this song without Tom Killen. It's going to be too cold at home. But we could do the song about bad farming. So this goes out to my friends right here. We got two folks asked about Travis Tritt, and we're going to do it. It's called Where Corn Don't Grow, in the key of E. So Travis Tritt by request. It's a Mark Chestnut coming up. Oh, Lord of goodness. Look what the cat dragged in. Good to see you, son. As we sat on the front porch of that old gray house where I was born and raised, staring at the dusty field where my daddy worked hard every day. Well, I think it kind of hurt him when I said, Daddy, there's a lot that I don't know. Don't you ever dream about a life where corn don't grow. sat there silent, staring at his favorite coffee cup. I saw a storm of mixed emotions in his eyes when he looked up. He said, son, I know it's your age. Seems like his whole world is turning slow. And you think you'll find an answer to it all where corn don't grow. Our times are real, there's dusty fields no matter where you go. You may change your mind when the weeds are high where corn don't grow. I remember feeling guilty when Daddy turned and walked back in the hall. I was only 17 back then, but I thought that I knew more than I know now. I can't say it didn't warn me, this city loves a hard road home. Well, ain't it funny how a dream can turn around where corn don't grow? Our times are real, there's dusty fields no matter where you go. You may change your mind, cause the weeds are high where corn don't grow. Our times are real, there's dusty fields no matter where you go. Lord, you may change your mind, cause the weeds are high where corn don't grow. Yeah, you may change your mind, all the weeds are high where corn don't grow. Oh, the great Travis Tritt. That song was originally done by Waylon Jennings, but Travis Tritt had a bigger hit with it. Now, Tom, we got to do one. It's a feel-good song of the summer, and it is called Too Cold at Home. Do you know that one? It's got a really famous cheese slicer part at the beginning of it. So Mark Chestnut, by request to our friends from Mississippi. Now, they asked for one that I don't do, but I negotiated and got this one. Now, it's a sad, slow song, but as Tom Killen calls it, his favorite kind of music, the kind he parties to. No mistakes. All right. Now, Jason, I want to tell you something. These folks from Mississippi over here, they're from Tupelo. They put way too much trust in me. They asked for Mark Chestnut, and I said, I don't really know a lot of Mark Chestnut. They go, well, you sure got the voice for it. I was like, what, you talking about Jason? But thank you guys for trusting me with the Mark Chestnut, a great artist right here. Featuring my friend, Mr. Tom Killen on the pedal steel guitar. Huh? Well, it sure feels good to come in here and just pull up a seat. A frosty mug of a cold one helps to beat the heat. Yeah, these old long days of summer, Lord, I'll be glad when they're gone. Too hot to fish, too hot for golf, and too cold at home. Now that baseball game on TV takes me was a kid. We proudly wore those uniforms, just like the Dodgers did. Yeah, we won a few and we lost a few, and for me, it still goes on. It's too hot to fish, it's too hot for gold, and too cold at home. Well, I only came for one or two, but I may stay for three. If that good-looking thing in the corner is smiling back at me, it's so easy not to care about what's right or what is wrong. It's too hot to fish, it's too hot for golf, and too cold at home. Well, I only came for one or two, but I may stay for three. If that good-looking thing in the corner keeps smiling back at me, it's so easy not to care about what's right or what is wrong. It's too hot to fish, too hot for golf, and too cold at home. Too hot to fish, too hot for golf, and too cold at home. Oh, that's a country song right there. Dang on. That's so country that cornbread asked for its recipe. I'll tell you what. Oh my God, I'm having fun. Hey, we got about an hour left with you, and I'll tell you what, if we can't do it the right way, we'll do it the wrong way, so keep them requests coming. Jason, I got some bad news for you. I just accepted a request. I don't know if it was a song request or a declaration, but it just said, I'll stay here and drink. And I'm going to stay here and drink too. Some mighty Merle Haggard, big old request through the MySet app, but it goes almost like this. I could be holding you tonight. Well, I could quit doing wrong, start doing right. Yeah, but you don't care about what I think. And I think I'll just stay here and drink. Well, putting you down don't square no deal. And at least you know the way I feel. You can take all the money that's in the bank. I think I'll just play his drink. So listen close and you can hear. Oh, that loud jukebox playing in my ear. Ain't a woman ever gonna change how much I drink or think about drinking. Tell you why I like to just stay here and drink. Boys, let's kick it around. Let's have a good time at AJ's today. And my mind ain't nothing but a total blank. I think I'll just stay here and drink. Soul is the glows and you can't hear. Oh, that loud jukebox playing in my ear. Ain't a woman ever gonna change how much I come to Saturday J's and drink. I like to just stay here and drink. How we feeling out there, ladies and gentlemen? Make some noise for this band up here. Thank you. Yeah, hold on. I don't know if Bill is ready to sing today. Are you in a mood to sing? I don't ever just, you know, my ex-wife told me that you just sing like a bird. I said, I didn't know we sang. And she goes, well, he doesn't sing in public. And I said, oh, well, that's right. Very special scenarios. Yeah, it's crazy. But I think he's willing to sing one. And I'm willing to come out and meet everybody here and find out what we can play. A big old $20 bill said, hey, Bill. Wait, that's $20 bill right there. That's where he is. Yeah. And, but he's going to do some exile for you, and I'm going to exile myself from the band to come say howdy. You let me know what you want to hear as I come around. Now, I'll have a tip jug. Remember something, y'all. You're never, ever, ever obligated to tip this band, but we surely do appreciate it when you do. Remember, that's how you get your songs to the tip top of the set list. Now, I can't come to everybody that's watching on Facebook or wherever you're watching from. So if you want to tip the band, you can scan that QR code. You can find us on the MySet app and you request songs there, or you can find us on Venmo under Rooster Brown 13, Rooster Brown 13. In the meantime, have a good time. Make some noise for this band up here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Go down the roadway on a one-way street. I ain't got
talk to me. Got love, oh, for you. Here we go, guitar. You better talk to me. Got love, oh yeah, oh yeah. Here comes just the top killer on the steel guitar. Better talk to me. Got love, oh, for you. Yeah, we're talking about super love for you. Yeah, we're talking about super duper love for you. Here we go.
Bill Cook on that Exile song for y'all.
Did you say we had another request? We're just going on. Okay, we got to do the Lee Greenwood thing.
Can we do a Steve Warner when you get through with this? We had a request.
Yeah.
After you get through.
We're ramming out.
Y'all, we had a big request. We got several great requests. This song is one that is perfect for Memorial Day weekend. And several years ago, I went out and played guitar with this guy. And one of the coolest things I ever saw was when we got to the chorus of this song at the first show that I did with him. 10,000 people stood up and sang the chorus on it. So it is Memorial Day weekend, y'all. So here's some Lee Greenwood. If tomorrow all the things were gone I've worked for all my life, and I had to start all over with just my children and my wife, I thank the lucky stars to be living here today, because the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. There ain't no doubt I love this land.
What do y'all think about this band up here? Mr. Jason Chance, Mr. Bill Cook, Mark Mazza on the drums, Florida Man. And then we also have Mr. Tom Killen on the pedal steel guitar. But I'll tell you what, I'm grateful for these guys, and I know I speak for all of them when I say we're truly grateful for you guys. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I am grateful to be here on a Sunday in Nashville, having the freedom to play music. And you all have the freedom to dance and drink and enjoy yourselves and meet new friends and make new enemies and all the stuff that makes life worth living. And we couldn't have any of that stuff if it wasn't for all of our veterans, all of our fallen heroes. And that's what Memorial Day is about, is all the folks that have sacrificed. And I'll tell you, I'm so grateful for it, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So for all of our military vets and all the military families that's lost someone, let's raise our drinks for them. Everybody raise your drinks up high for our fallen heroes. On the count of three, everybody holler USA, then swaller. 1, 2, 3, holler! And swaller. We love you all, and cheers. I've never sang swinging, but we should. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we have requests for some great songs. I just want to give you all a heads up of what's coming. You guys were so good to us. Thank you. You throw love in that tip jug, we can almost make a living. And we have some Dwight Yoakam. We have some Lefty Frizzell / Keith Whitley, Merle Haggard, Daryl Singletary. We have some Hank Sr. We have some George Jones. Steve Wariner. Oh, good, Steve Wariner. We have some Jerry Reed, and yeah, we got some great stuff coming up. But first, we got to do this one here. It's called Tulsa Time, and we got one called Swangin'. I've never sang swinging. Tulsa Time. I've never sang it. All right. Yeah. No, I've sang it. All right, here we go. See if y'all recognize these songs.